So I'm guessing you're here because you typed in, how much do construction superintendent make? Is that correct? Well, hi, my name is Rich Riley, and I was a construction superintendent and a construction manager for 30 years of my life. This was up in Northern Virginia, so I have a pretty good way to answer that question. See, in my day, when I went into construction, quite frankly, because I played softball, completely different story, but when a construction superintendent back then could anticipate making $40,000 pretty much tops. That was really good money back then. Today's money, 40 years later, you're looking at an average starting salary of above $40,000, and or at least somewhere in that neighborhood. And total income, a construction superintendent can make about $75,000 to $100,000, depending on the bonuses that are available, because a lot of your income is going to be tied to bonuses. A lot of your income is going to be tied to the geographic area you work in, obviously how much experience you have, the size of your company, and a number of other different factors that are pretty true for no matter what business you go into. And so that's pretty good money, and you can be pretty comfortable. I certainly supported my family, and we had two great children, and everything was really pretty good for the most part. And the other part of that, for the most part, is there were 3 times when I got laid off, because the construction industry is very cyclical. It can boom when it booms, and it busts when it busts. And what typically happens is the people at the bottom of the list, if you will, or the field people, tend to get laid off quicker than the people in the office. And as a construction superintendent, you're going to be out in the field most of the time, and which is really kind of fun. I mean, I enjoyed being outside, and I enjoyed the inner workings and the actual daily stuff and daily grind of seeing a house get built. But as I say, the downside is when the bust comes, and I got laid off 3 different times, all of a sudden your income goes to completely zero. There's nothing there, and that can be scary. And I bring that up just to kind of give you a better picture of what to expect in terms of how much a construction superintendent makes in an average year. Because in construction, there's almost never an average year. It's kind of strange, but that's kind of how it works. But if I knew then what I know now, I actually might have gone in a different direction. See, I've been retired for 10 years, as I say, but I needed to fund that retirement in some way, simply because the construction industry did not provide an ongoing way for me to have an income. It just wasn't there. So recently, I started an online business, and I joined with a group of folks who actually know what they were doing, which is really kind of cool, because as you may have guessed, I didn't exactly grow up with the internet, and so my experience level was not very high. But we started producing some pretty interesting things, and I tell you that because if you're looking for a way to supplement or to just look at all your options, I would honestly recommend taking a look at onlinewithrich.com and allow us to show you the blueprint that we're using. We're producing some pretty significant things, and it's a lot easier in your back, I can tell you that. And it's a lot easier, the stress level is not there. So if I'd have known this 40 years ago, this video would be very different, because I would probably not be talking about how much do construction superintendents make. So we'll see you in the next video. Head on over to onlinewithrich.com and we'll see you there. Take care now.